Welcome everyone to the 2025 US Open preview show. I'm Matt Berkey with my main man, Paul Scott. Paul, how we doing?
Welcome, everyone. I'm doing great. How are you, Matt? I'm super excited for this week, and let's get at it.
Ready for some golf? I've got some family coming in this weekend. Paul, we might even get to meet up this weekend. So it's going to be really exciting. Hope that everyone will be watching the US Open and watching the Four Fathers app for the challenge that we have this week. So, Paul, we have potentially some big things coming to the Four Fathers family.
Huge
Think,
things.
think about you want to get 15 of your friends together, maybe at work, and you want to have your own separate league. There's a potential on the horizon. Our man Stevie's working on things to have individual leagues set up. It's gonna be it's gonna be cool. The potential of what could come to Four Fathers. So we're really excited, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, Stevie, like we said, been working really hard. We've been brainstorming a lot of ideas, and that's kind of our next step, we feel like, in our growth. Not to worry people, we still want to, of course, have, what we have right now where everyone's playing together, but giving people the opportunity if they want to have a little smaller leagues, we're looking into that possibility. So definitely something that we can discuss in more detail, but this is just kind of that teaser, Matt.
Just a little teaser. Talking about a teaser, we have some people who have been teasing us by not playing for a few years, but they've come.
Yep. They are back. So Loosey Goosey or Goosey Lucy, we got our main man Harrison, one of the OGs of Forefathers, winning way back in the day. He is back from a hiatus. Your brother-in-law Caleb likes to leave his 9 iron different places.
Uh,
He just had a new baby and then decides to play again. So shout out to him. And then your former roommate, the man, the myth, Eric Stump, has returned. So super excited for him to play with us. Also, again, just huge shout out to Tri-State for sponsoring this, and they have a lot of their guys and some new people and some old people for them playing with us. So thank you to Brian and the Tri-State team for playing along.
yeah, we've got a full field again. It's going to be fun to watch. The Forefathers Cup year-long standings are now in the home stretch, just two tournaments left. So for those who are at the top, you can continue to put yourself out there for the season-long standings. And for those who are down, they need two good finishes to come home and bring it home for themselves. So, Paul, what is Oakmont Country Club looking like right now?
They're saying it is the toughest golf course in the US out there. No water mat.
No
Um,
trees either, right?
no trees, no water. Bunkers only, I believe that I don't remember the exact number. I believe it's over 200 bunkers. You got those 100-yard long church pews, as they call them. The rough is getting huge out there, Matt. Um, we were discussing before we went live here on you're really hoping for some rain, which the weather, I'll talk about the weather here in a second. I kind of like to see it baked just to see people survive and make it extremely difficult,
Yeah.
but it is already supposed to be extremely difficult.
I wouldn't say I like rain. I'll say a little bit sometime just so that the course isn't unbearable and everything is just running off. But we did hear that the rough there is deeper than live pockets. And so it's going to be exciting. You got to keep it in the fairway and hit those greens.
Yeah, let me get in the weather really quick. Tomorrow is supposed to be probably the nicest day. A high of 90 though. About 8 mile per hour winds, 3% chance of rain. Friday's when we're looking to get some chance of thunderstorms, 28% with 46% chance of rain. Saturday, 88% chance of rain, and then Sunday, 88. So this could get into a Monday finish if we're not careful here. I hope for, of course, a Sunday finish, but you never know with that weather. One more quick tidbit on Oakmont. DJ won here last with a score of 4 under, but back in 2007, Angel Cabrera won with, I believe, 5 over. I believe it was 4 or 5. I believe it was 5 over. So definitely could get dicey here. Love looking at those tiebreaker scores. Some people thought they were still going low, and some people were a little more hesitant with some over par scores for the tiebreaker, which we rarely see.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. You know, Paul, your golfers all tee off within 11 minutes of each other on Thursday and Friday. Could that be a weather concern? I would
Yes.
My golfers are all spread out evenly throughout the day. So I wonder, Paul, that might help you, that might hurt you. You never know. Sometimes that plays into a factor.
Yeah, so we have different strategies. You're a weather guy. You love to look at that, or you love to look at the tee times, I should say, and
I do
spread
that.
them out. And I'm more just kind of locking my guys. I got my guys and I lock them in. And you're a little more patient. I like to lock in, so then I just know who I got. And
I don't know if
so
I've ever, sorry, I don't know if I've ever even shared this before, but if I can, I like to avoid even the marquee tee times or before and after.
mm,
Say you got like a tier three guy or tier four guy, but he's before Scotty or after Scotty, and he knows that the crowds are either moving in for him or moving out before him. I even stay away from that because, that's just another thing playing through his head.
interesting.
Mhm.
That is, but some guys may like that attention, right? Some guys really raises their game playing with those guys, and then some guys just absolutely falter.
Yeah.
So Matt, can you tell us a little bit about some of the who a lot of people chose, and then who are some of the golfers that we don't see chosen this week?
Yep, very common again. Lots of Scotties, lots of Brysons. Such value at the top of tiers one and two. 58%, 56% for those guys. Myself included, I feel like that's just a no-brainer. You got to go that and then hope that your tier three and tier four guys shoot a low score and push you to the top of that group. A lot of people went different ways. There's no JT in right now. There's no Hideki Matsuyama in right now. Just a few people with like some Ludvigs, some Xanders, everything like that. So we'll see if the big guys come to play, or if again, it could be flooded with a whole new leaderboard. We will never know, or we'll know soon, I guess.
Yeah, we will know soon. Um, I was interested, Matt, because only have just looking really quick. We only have three people so far, and right now, everyone, as we're recording, we got 57 teams. Probably have a few more by the time we go live in the morning, but three choose sixes, and then only one choose eight. So a lot of people going classic or choose two or choose four, which is interesting because. And there could be a lot of guys, even good golfers missing the cut if they just get in trouble here. So interested to follow that storyline.
US Open's a tough one to pick. So, Paul, it's time for questions of the day. Are you ready?
I'm locked and loaded. Give it to me, Matt.
Here we go. This week for the golf tournament, are we going to have a big name winner at Oakmont or a first time winner at Oakmont?
I'm going to say a first time winner. I think there are some really good first time winners. I know everyone's attention's on Scotty, Rory, Bryson, but I think it's going to play extremely tough, and I think a solid guy is going to sneak in there. I like Harris English. I got him on my team, so I think he's a good pick to win. I think you could see someone like a Patrick Cantlay easily could slide in there, maybe even a Victor Hovland. I like Ben Griffin this week. I feel a lot of other people have jumped on him. I think sometimes we see those surprises in the US Open. I think of Lucas Glover. I think of Wyndham Clark. I think of Gary Woodland, the guys who are solid right there, but just haven't gotten over the edge. I think we see that again this week.
All right, very good. Paul, I'm going to predict some injuries this week. Maybe people trying to hack through the rough, maybe some wrist injuries, back or neck.
Ooh.
So I was just thinking about this week with the thick rough. We'll see. I hope it doesn't happen, but I think it might. Maybe Scotty's neck will flare up. It might play
Oh
into our
my,
fourth, it
Matt,
might play into our fourth father.
we're gonna be getting some serious hate emails if you just cause Scotty to have a flare up. 30 something people are gonna be upset at us because you
Listen,
just
I'm not the cause of anything. I'm just,
okay.
possibly predicting something right. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, my question for you, will we see a hole in one this week? Yes or no?
Ooh, I hope it's on the 300-yard par three. That would be awesome. Hole in one with a driver. Could
With a
you see that in the
driver.
local newspaper? Um, I think yes. I think you got all the pros playing 4 days. I think we're going to see a hole in one. It probably won't be on one of the longer ones, but I think we'll see one.
Phil Mickelson getting a hole in one on the 300-yard par three. That would be cool. That'd be cool. Your guy. Then he takes a swig of his coffee or whatever he's doing there with his shades.
He's an interesting character now.
One of I don't know if he's anymore. I know you were a huge Phil guy back in the day.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorites growing up. He has a little bit of a different persona. I feel like he's gone dark now. He went to live, he started wearing darker clothes, dark
Hmm.
shades, trying this new persona. But I still like Phil, lefty. He had a great chip. Did you see his chip last week? Um,
No, I
the
did not.
ball was like above him and he hacked it like this and it popped right up in the air and dropped in the cup. It was pretty impressive. So
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Well, Paul, we're excited for this challenge. It's going to be a great week and weekend of watching golf, and I look forward to meeting our winner right here on the recap show on Sunday night, maybe even Monday if the tournament runs long, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we've had some. It's been great talking to our new. We've had back-to-back new winners, so maybe you are the next winner, first-time winner, and join us. So make sure you're checking your email. We'll be sending that out. If we don't have your contact information, we'll be sending that out. Usually Sunday afternoon, sometimes a little earlier. Giving you a heads up.
And Paul, maybe we can meet up for some mini golf and film another session and see if you can beat me this time.
Maybe we can. Maybe
Have our
we
own
can.
little
We'll
U.S.
see.
Open at the Jersey Shore.
All
All right,
right,
everybody. Thanks for
everyone. We'll
joining. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.
see you Sunday. Bye.